Hello everyone, this is Ori Bloop. Welcome back to another Game Builder Garage tutorial. Today we will be making different types of background music in your level. So either you guys have different sections in your game, or you just want to incorporate different types of background music. You guys came to the right video. So what we're going to be doing is we will be having two types of background music. We will have the overworld music, and we will have a boss battle music. So this will be showcased in this tutorial. But what I want to show first is we set up a really basic third-person camera. If you guys are, normal to my videos, this is the first thing I usually start off with. But if you guys want to know how to do this, it's in the top right of the screen on how to do exactly what I'm doing here. And if we go into edit, it's really basic. But let's go ahead and actually start working on the background music. So like I said in the beginning of this video, we want two types of background music. So we're going to go ahead and go to output, and we're going to grab background music 1, and we're going to just copy this so we can have two of them, just like that. And I'm going to separate them just so we have a little bit of workspace. So for the first one, like I said, this was an overworld theme. So we're going to go to settings, and we're going to change the theme to, let's say, strolling. Of course, you can change exactly what you want to do for the theme, but let's do strolling for this one. And then for this background, since this is going to be like a boss battle, if we go into the settings, we're going to change this to like tension, just like that. But if you guys notice, we don't have anything to actually play them. So we want our character to be in a certain position in the map where it starts playing. So if we go to objects and sensors, we can grab a touch sensor. And if we go into the touch sensor, we can go into settings, and for check what, we're going to check for our person, because when our person stands in the sensor, then that's when the music plays. So we can exit out of that, just like that. And we're going to just copy this. So if you guys don't know how to copy, it's this little icon right here. So we're just going to press that, and we're going to bring that over here. So what we can do now is we can actually go ahead and just directly connect this to our background music. So just connect it like that, and connect this like that. So if we go ahead and look in the game, it should work. So, but you guys will notice a problem. So if we go up to the first one, we can start hearing the strolling music. And of course, if we get off of it, the music stops. And we want it to continuously play even when we're not in it. And of course, it works with the other one. So this is our boss battle music. And if we get out of it, it will stop. But we want the music to continuously play, hence it being background music. So let's go ahead and go back into edit. So we're going to go ahead and just disconnect those touch sensors. And if you guys know how to make like an on and off switch, we use the flag node on. So if we go ahead and go to middle, and if we go to flag counter random, we can grab two flags. So here's one, and let's go ahead and copy that. And there we go. So we notice that we have on our flag an on and off switch. So if we go ahead and connect the touch sensor to our on, and then the output from our flag to the play, and we can do the exact same with our other background music. So connect it like that, and connect it just like that. And you guys will notice a problem with this as well. I'll go ahead and actually show it right now. So if we go into if we go into play, you guys will see if we step on the box, and then if we get out of it, the music continuously plays. And that's great, except we have a really major problem actually. If we go to the other box, the other music will start playing on top of that music, and obviously we don't want that. So we need to make a system where when we step on another piece of background music, the other one stops. And there's actually a really simple way to do this. Basically, it's alternating the touch sensors and turning off the flags. So the way to do this is I'll kind of back out a little bit so you guys can do it exactly how I do it. Is we can grab we actually can start with this one. So what we want to do is for the first one, we're gonna grab this touch sensor, the same output from our touch sensor, and move it all the way over to the off for this flag for our other background music. And we can do the exact same thing with this touch sensor. So if we go ahead and grab it and put it all the way at our off. So what's happening here is when we touch this touch sensor, it's basically turning on this music, but when it's on and we touch this touch sensor, it will turn this one off, and vice versa. It will work either way. So if we go ahead and go right back into the game, we can see that it should work. So if we go up to this one, we could see that it's playing the music and it's playing fine. And if we go up to this one, it stops that music and it plays this one. And of course it works vice versa. So if we go back to this, it stops that boss battle music and it plays the strolling. And that's great. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Except if we go back into edit, it does look a little bit messy, and it will get messy if you start moving these touch sensors around. So what we need to do is incorporate wormhole entrances and exits. So we're going to actually go ahead and disconnect just those connections for right now. Well, actually, indefinitely, because we're going to be adding the wormhole entrances and exits. So if we go to middle and program layout and grab our entrance, we're going to copy this actually 4 times because we need for 2 for each of them. And I'll explain why. So we're going to copy this 4 times, just like that. And then if we go to middle, program layout, and get exits, we also need the exits 4 times. So just like that. And of course, we're going to need to change the wormhole IDs for these too. But we'll actually just start adding them to our project, and we'll change them as we go. So for the first entrance, so if you guys saw what I did, so for the first touch sensor, we moved it all the way over to this flag. But we're going to connect it to our our wormhole entrance because it's going to be going over to this flag still. So if we go ahead and just connect it to our wormhole entrance, and now we need an exit for A. So so for A, like that, if we go ahead and just connect it directly to our flag, that's what you're supposed to do. So if you guys see now, it's the same thing that we did, except it's separate from each other. So when we touch this, it will turn off the other piece of music. And of course, we're going to actually need to do that for this side as well. So if we go ahead and get this one, change this to wormhole ID B, and for the entrance for B, for B, we're going to actually have to move it over here, and it's going to be connected to this touch sensor. So basically, when we touch this touch sensor, it's going to be sending an input to B, and then we need our exit to also B, like that, and it's going to be sending it to our off for the flag. And sorry, I overestimated how many wormhole entrances and exits we needed, so we only need those 4, so you guys can actually delete the other ones. We don't actually need those. Sorry, I forgot how many we needed at first. But so now what's happening is it's the same layout, except it's going through our wormhole entrances and exits, and that means that we can actually move this as a separate unit. So we could just move it a little bit over here. And what's happening is A is being picked up from this touch sensor, and it's going to turn this flag off, and B is being picked up by this touch sensor, and it's turning this flag off. So if we go in the game, it should actually work the exact same as being connected. So if we go back into play, we should be able to go up to this this touch sensor, and there we go, it's playing. And if we go over to the other one, it stops that one and it plays that one. So that's exactly what we want. And we can go back to this one and it should stop that one. So there we go. And that's pretty much basically how to do it. Of course, if you guys want to, if you go in the touch sensors, you can turn off visible so they can be invisible, so there's no boxes there. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully I explained that well, because I know it can get a little bit confusing with the flags. And I also want to let you guys know that you can have up to 4 pieces of background music in your level. It's basically the same idea as this, except you would need to make different wormhole IDs, and that's pretty much it. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped someone at least. But yeah, have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.